Hello students, welcome to lecture series of automobile engines. In the previous session, you have learned about petrol engine wheel timing diagram. So in this lecture, we will learn about diesel engine wheel timing diagram. Right now, I am showing on the screen that it is a petrol engine diagram. You have learned that there are certain positions when valves are opening and closing with respect to position of piston and position of crank. Fine. So position of piston is taken in the form of TDC and BDC. Crank position is taken in terms of degree. So we are combining both of them and we are giving it a notation with some valves like inlet valve and exhaust valve. Fine. So in this session we will learn about diesel engine valve timing diagram. So let's start our video. Hello students, so on the screen you can see that there is an engine which is diesel engine. Now how I can say it is diesel engine, because here you can see there is a diesel injector in place of spark plug. Fine. So now you all know how 4 strokes works. I have already discussed it in a previous videos. So if you don't know, then you can watch my previous videos. Fine. Or you can press this I icon. Next is why we are taking this engine as a reference, because we are drawing a valve timing for diesel engine. So we will take all the possible points from this engine and thereafter we will draw. If you know how to draw petrol engine valve timing diagram, then it is easier for you to draw a diesel timing, because both of them are same. Just only difference is in petrol engine there is a spark plug, in diesel engine there is a fuel injector. Fine. So first you have to replace that spark point in valve timing diagram by this fuel injector. Now spark can be generated but it cannot be off. Fine, we cannot stop it, it will stop itself. But in the case of diesel engine, we will start injection, we will also stop injection. So there will be 2 points instead of single spark. First point will be fuel valve open, that is injector on, and second point will be fuel valve close. Fine. So let's start our video. In the animation you can clearly see that there is a diesel engine. Fine. So how it works? So in first case there is a suction. Now make clear, in suction there is a air intake only because it is diesel engine. Fine. So in this engine we are taking an air inside engine. Now it is our first stroke, that is suction stroke. Thereafter compression will be done and our engine will work. Thereafter what will be happen? Power stroke will be done and thereafter exhaust stroke will be done and all the burnt gases will go outside of the engine. Fine. And these burnt gases went out of the engine. So what will be happen? Let me show you again what is happening here. So it is a normal engine. Now see clearly what are the position of valves. Fine. So when the piston is going downwards, so we will first open inlet valve and thereafter it will go down. So we will opening inlet valve, now piston is going downside. So from this reference you can clearly see that before piston leaves from TDC, again before piston leaves from TDC, we are opening inlet valve. Fine. So inlet valve will be fully opened when piston will start leaving our TDC. So let me show you again. The piston is let me show you again. Sorry, the inlet valve is first opening and thereafter piston we will move. So inlet valve open, now piston is moving and it reaches to BDC. So this was our first position when the inlet valve open. So now you can clearly see that inlet valve opens before TDC. That was the first notation. If you want to take a note, you can note down it. Fine. Now move to the second point, that is compression. In compression we will close inlet valve first and thereafter compression will happen. Fine. But inlet valve will be closed and it will take certain time for closing. So compression will be started. Piston will leave from BDC and the inlet valve will also start closing. So now you can see here the piston is moving upwards and during that condition inlet valve is closing and now it is closed. Fine. So when piston leaves from BDC, so we can say when the piston is after BDC, inlet valve will be closed. So we can say that inlet valve will be closed after TDC. So it was the 2 position of the inlet valve. Fine. Now thereafter what will be happen? You can see here already diesel is injected. Fine. So let me show you this stroke again. When the piston is moving upside, when it is about to reach TDC, see When it is about to reach TDC, the inlet will be happen, and that inlet will be of the fuel. So injector will be on. Fine, let me show you again. When the piston is moving, you can see that when piston is about to reach, not exactly at TDC, when it is about to reach TDC, we will start injection. Now why we are starting injection before TDC? Because in this case there is only air, fine, and we are giving a fuel in terms of small particles, that's a diesel. Now diesel is liquid form, air is in gaseous form, so it will not create directly homogeneous mixture, it will be heterogeneous mixture, and for proper combustion we have to convert it into homogeneous mixture. So in the diesel engine, what we are doing, we are spraying a diesel, or we are injecting a diesel in the form of small atoms, so it will get mixed with the air, it will take a temperature of the air, and thereafter combustion will be done. Now all this phenomena is called ignition delay, you all know that, fine. Now what is ignition delay? So when we are injecting diesel and when the diesel ignition is on, I am repeating again, when we are injecting diesel and the injection is done, and thereafter what will be happen, ignition will be started. So that time before injection and ignition, again that time between injection and ignition is called ignition delay, and so that we are giving a diesel before piston reaches TDC. So what is the logic behind it? When the piston is exactly at TDC, that delay will be done, and when it is exactly at TDC, we will get our blast, fine. So that is a main purpose why we are giving this. So in this case we are giving a diesel injection. Now injection we are starting, so we have to stop it also, it is called cutoff. Now you all know what is cutoff ratio, fine, you have already learned diesel cycle, and there was cutoff ratio, that is rho, fine. So cutoff ratio means what? So actually it is a volume before injection and volume after injection, there is a difference between them, and that difference is called diesel injection, fine, and that is our cutoff. So in that case we will do cutoff, and then when piston will now starting power stroke, when piston will move from TDC to BDC, then we will switch off the injector. So now you can clearly see that the two strokes are already done. Now in third stroke what will be happening, piston is leaving from TDC and our diesel will be off, fine. So in that case what will be happen, the power will be done, power will be achieved inside cylinder, piston will move from TDC to BDC, and we will generate power stroke. Now in this case what will be happening, when piston is moving from TDC to BDC, it will also generate burnt gases because it is combusting the fuel. So what we will do, all the burnt gases which are already formed when piston is moving from upward to downward, we need to take it out. So what we will do, we will open the exhaust valve when piston is about to reach BDC, not exactly at BDC. When piston is about to reach BDC, we will start opening exhaust valve. So exhaust valve will be opened some degrees before piston reaches BDC, fine. So I am repeating again, the exhaust valve will open before BDC at some degree, and that degree we will see in the next diagram, fine. So exhaust valve will open before BDC. Now what is happening, piston is already at BDC. Now what will happen, piston is again moving from down to up, that is BDC to TDC, and all the exhaust gases which are already formed, that is go outside of the engine. So we will keep exhaust valve open. If you know what is petrol engine diagram, you can clearly understand this, fine. It is same as petrol, the exhaust is same, the inlet is also same, the compression is also same, and power is also same, but there is only two changes. In inlet we are taking air here and we are injecting fuel, fine. So now the exhaust is done, all the burnt gases will go outside. Now what is happening, some burnt gases will be there in a clearance volume, and we have to remove that burnt gases by fresh charge, and you know what is that, that is called scavenging, fine. So what is scavenging, the removal of exhaust gases by means of fresh charge, that is called scavenging, fine. So we will do scavenging here. So in this case you can see that both of the valves are open, inlet is also open, exhaust is also open, fine. So in this case the fresh inlet will come inside the chamber and it will take burnt gases out. See clearly what is happening. In that case, the fresh charge will come, it will push the exhaust gas outside the engine from the exhaust valve, and it is called scavenging. Clear? So in many terms, the scavenging method is used in also 2-stroke engine, in 4-stroke petrol, 4-stroke diesel. Everywhere the scavenging is used to clean up the exhaust gases which are trapped inside clearance volume. Fine. So here you have seen all the exhaust gas will be gone outside, and as the inlet valve is open, so injection will be done, sorry, the inlet will be done and suction is done. Fine. So that is our diesel engine, how it works. Fine.